How do bilateral agreements impact us European visas? Imagine planning a trip or move to Europe and wondering how different rules might apply to Americans. Well, bilateral agreements between the United States and European countries can change the game. These agreements are official deals that set specific rules for visa and stay conditions. They can give Americans some extra perks or longer stays in certain countries. Most European countries in the Schengen area allow Americans to visit without a visa for up to 90 days within any 180 days. But starting in 2025 or 2026, Americans will need to apply for an electronic travel authorization called EDS before visiting. EDS is not a visa, but it is a required pre-travel approval for short stays in Schengen countries. Once EDS is in place, border officials will check travelers more closely using the entry and exit system, which tracks how long visitors stay. Now, here is where bilateral agreements come into play. Some European countries have special deals with the United States that let Americans stay longer than the usual 90 days or have different entry rules. For example, countries like Italy, Belgium, Denmark, France, and Spain have agreements that allow Americans to stay up to 3 months or slightly longer without a visa. These agreements often requiring Americans to enter and exit through specific airports or border crossings linked to the agreement. Poland used to have a unique bilateral deal that allowed Americans to reset their 90-day clock by leaving and re-entering the country. This meant Americans could stay longer without a visa. But that arrangement is ending in 2025 because of the new EU entry and exit system, which enforces the standard 90-day limit for all Schengen countries. For Americans planning to live, work, or retire in Europe, understanding these agreements can be helpful. They might allow for some flexibility on short visits, but for longer stays or employment, you will need to apply for the appropriate visa or residence permit. It is essential to check the specific bilateral agreements with the country you are interested in, as these can influence how long you can stay without a visa and what entry conditions apply. The new entry and exit system will make tracking stays more accurate, reducing the chance of using border runs or informal methods to extend your visit. So, if you want to stay in Europe longer or establish a residence, understanding these agreements and the upcoming rules will help you plan better. Always check the latest information from official government sources or consulates before making travel or relocation plans. This way, you can enjoy your time in Europe without surprises and follow the proper legal steps.